All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the GoReminders webinar. My name is Noah, and I will be conducting the webinar and demo for you today. You should be able to see my screen. You should just be able to see the GoReminders homepage so far. We'll log in shortly. If you can't see it, try joining the Zoom meeting from your computer, and then you should be able to see it. So you've all already signed up for GoReminders, so you probably know that we're a flexible scheduling and reminder platform for any industry. We help schedule appointments with your clients and make sure that they get reminded appropriately to reduce no-shows and to save your business money. I'll be taking questions at the end, so feel free to send your questions into the chat of the Zoom chat, the Zoom call chat during the demo, and then we'll go through all of them at the end. You can send them in during the webinar so you don't forget what they are, or you can hold them for the end, whatever works best for you. And the demo might seem quick. It's only about 15 minutes long, but we can go through any aspect again during the question session, which will be another 15 or 30 minutes, however long is needed. We're also recording the webinar, and we'll send a copy of it to all of you later today or tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and log in to GoReminders here. And so when you log into GoReminders, the first thing you see is the new appointment form. We're going to be getting into that shortly, but first I'm just going to hop on over to the settings page and we'll go through some of that. So when you get into the settings, you'll see multiple tabs up top. The first one is reminders. So this is where you can customize everything that has to do directly with the reminders themselves. The first and one of the most important parts is the reminder schedule. This sets when the reminders get sent out before the appointment. You can have up to 3 reminders per appointment. And as you see here, I've set my default reminder schedule to send the first reminder immediately after creating the appointment, the second reminder 2 days before the appointment, and I have not chosen to send us a third reminder. You can also switch days to hours, so you can send reminders any number of days or hours before an appointment. Below the reminder schedule is the reminder template section. The templates are the actual text that gets included in the reminders. You can have as many templates as you want, and you can edit them very easily, including adding line breaks to them. Line breaks is something that we've discovered a lot of our customers love because it allows them to space out the reminders, which then your customers will love. It just makes it easier to convey information in a way that is easily readable. Below the reminder templates, we have message sequences. A message sequence can be used if you want to use a different reminder schedule for any particular appointments, or if you just want to send a different reminder template or reminder message for each reminder. I'm going to open up the default message sequence that I've created here, and you'll see in this, I'm sending 3 reminders. The first one's getting sent immediately with the appointment scheduled message. The second one gets sent 4 days before the appointment with a different message that's specifically made for 4 days before the appointment. And I am sending a third reminder in this message sequence just 1 day before the appointment with a special message that's just 1 day before the appointment. And I'm actually just going to go through those messages for you now, just so you can see what they look like. So my appointment scheduled message or template here, it's very simple. I'm just saying their first name and that they have an appointment with GoReminders that has been scheduled for a specific time, on a specific day, on a specific date. Anything in these curly brackets is called a template tag and gets dynamically filled with the appointment info, so that your customer always gets a relevant and information-filled reminder. The template tags that you can include are listed down here: name, email, day, date, time, location, staff, service, things like that. Now I'm going to show you the second reminder that I'm sending in the message sequence, which is the 4 days out template. It's very similar to the one before, just telling them that the appointment is 4 days away and asking them to reply C to confirm or R to reschedule. If they reply C to confirm, then that confirmation will get logged in GoReminders, and same for R to reschedule. That reschedule request will get logged in GoReminders, and you'll get a notification so you can figure it out with the customer. And then the last message that I'm sending in the message sequence is this 1 day out template. Very similar, just telling them that the appointment is tomorrow. and asking them to reply C to confirm or to call us if they want to reschedule. That's just because if they have a last minute cancellation one day before or less than one day before, I just want to make sure that they get me on the phone as quickly as possible so that we can work out when we should hold the appointment. And the last thing I'm going to show you on this settings page are the confirm and reschedule appointment section, specifically this last part here, add confirm and reschedule instructions to all reminders. If you save your settings, save button at the bottom, if you save your settings with that turned on, then some text will get automatically added to all of your reminders that get sent out. And it will simply ask them to reply C to confirm or R to reschedule. I have that unchecked now because for my use case, I don't want to include the default instructions in every single reminder, specifically because I want them to call me if they have a cancellation or need to reschedule one day ahead of time. Great, so now that we've gone through the basic settings, I'm going to hop on over to that page that we saw before, the new appointment form. You can get to it just by clicking new up there. And so now you'll see it's a very simple form, not a lot to fill out. And I'm just going to go through this quickly. So if you've already entered or imported your customers into GoReminders and you start typing their name, their information will pop up automatically. And if you click that, then their information will get filled in. So you never have to enter a customer twice. For the purpose of this, I'm just going to create a new customer. Let's say the name is Michael. And so I want Michael to get reminders via both email and text. So I'll select both there. For phone number, I'm just going to put in a demo phone number and a demo email address. I'm going to skip service and staff member for now. We'll get back to that later. After that is the messages dropdown. This allows you to select any of the templates or message sequences that you've created. I showed you the message sequence that I created before, so I'm going to go ahead and simply select that. And now I have to select the date and time of my appointment. Let's say Michael wants his appointment to be on February 5th at 3:30 p.m. and it's going to be a 1 hour long appointment and it is not going to repeat. I'm going to hit save and that's it. We've scheduled the appointment. Up top, we see a confirmation message. It says saved and that the first reminder was sent. The first reminder was sent because if you'll remember, as part of my message sequence, I had that first reminder set to send immediately. And then I wanted them sent 4 days and 1 day before the appointment. So we see that that is set up correctly. And now, if we want to actually view that appointment, we can go into the appointments section here. And I'm just going to switch this to the agenda view. So there's multiple ways that you can view the appointment. We see Michael's appointment on February 5th at 3:30 p.m. right here, as well as the other appointments that I have scheduled. Agenda is simply just a running list of your upcoming appointments, and you can also switch to past appointments, or we can look at a day view, a week view, or a monthly view. On the monthly view, if you click any day, you'll see all of the appointments that you have scheduled for that day. Now that we've gone through some of the basic settings and saving an appointment and then viewing that appointment, I'm going to go through some more customization options. So going back over to settings, you'll see location, staff, labels, and services. These are all things that you can use to customize your appointments, and location, staff, and services can also be used to customize your reminders. So I'm going to go on over to staff, and as you'll see here, I already have a staff member, Erica, set up. And if I go over to services, you'll see I already have an interior cleaning service set up. And so then we saw the template tags earlier. I'm going to open up my appointment scheduled template here, which is used in my message sequence. And I want to use this spot to fill in some information that will be helpful to the customer, noting the service and staff member in this case. So I want to tell them who their service is going to be conducted by. So I'm simply going to type your, and then I'm going to open up the template tags here and click service. So it inserts that service template tag. and then your service will be conducted by, and then the staff name. And so then I'm just going to go ahead and save that. Great. And just to show it to you one more time. So if we use the service and staff that you saw that I set up before, then it'll say your interior cleaning will be conducted by Erica. And just to show you how you fill that in, I'm going to go back to the new appointment page. I'm going to create another appointment for Michael. Let's say this time, only want him to get text reminders. This time, I'm going to select that interior cleaning service, and I'm going to select the staff member, Erica. And I'll schedule this appointment for February 12th, also at 3:30 p.m. And I'm going to hit save. Oops, sorry about that. And that's it. Message was saved. And oh, sorry, I actually didn't select my message sequence there. I'm just going to do that one more time. Or actually, this is a good time to show you how to edit an appointment. So if you ever mess up how you save an appointment, you can find it on the appointments page and then simply hit this 3 dots button and then edit, or just click on their name. It'll bring up all the details for that appointment, and I'm going to switch that to my default sequence. And that default sequence has that appointment scheduled message in it that we edited with the service and staff member template tags. So I'm going to go ahead and save that, and great. It was saved and the reminder was sent, and Michael's going to get reminded again 4 days before the appointment and 1 day before the appointment. All right. And so those are the basics, but I'm going to show you one more thing, and that is our booking feature. Booking is a feature that allows your customers to book appointments in your GoReminders account automatically, or they can request several times for the appointment. And it's just a very clean and simple form that you can send to your customers. It is completely optional, so they won't know that this exists, and they won't know that they can access this unless you explicitly send them this link. So you do not have to use this at all. If you decide to, and you send them the link, they'll see this. Any service, staff, or locations that you've set up will show up here if you want them to. So I'm just going to go ahead and select those. I'm going to schedule an appointment for an interior cleaning with Erica. And then just a simple calendar form. I can select as a customer, I can select the date and the time. And on the last page, it'll just ask them to fill in their information and how they want to be reminded. So it's as simple as that. And just like the rest of GoReminders, there is a settings page for it where you can fully customize everything. You can decide if you want to do instant book, which will allow them to select an open time on your calendar and book it. Or you can do appointment request, which will ask them to provide 3 dates and times that work for them. You'll get the request, and then you can pick the one that fits your schedule. And some of the other settings are changing the text content on the page, including the confirmation page that they see after they schedule an appointment, your opened or closed hours, so we know what hours to show as available, and some additional options, including how you would like to get notified when an appointment is requested or booked. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to open up the floor for questions now. So if you haven't already, just please send them into the chat and we'll get started. I see David, you sent me a message asking if we can record this. Yes, this is already being recorded, and we're going to send you all a copy of it later today or tomorrow. Looks like that's the only, oh, here's a new one. Is there any way to view multiple staff on the calendar? Yes, there is. So when for this, I'm going to go ahead and add a new staff member. I'll just add myself this time. And so when you're looking at the appointments, let's switch the agenda view. There are filters up here. So you can filter by a customer, staff member, or service. If I set up locations or labels in my GoReminders account, then those will also show up as available filters. And so I'll just select staff, and then I can choose a staff member, and then it will show me all of Erica's appointments. If I switch that to Noah, it'll show me Noah's appointments. We haven't actually scheduled any appointment with Noah as the staff member, so nothing's showing up now. But this is how you can view appointments for individual staff members on your calendar. And to remove that filter, you just hit that X button, and then you'll see all of your appointments again. All right, I hope that answered your question. If you have any follow-ups, just type them in. Moving on to the next question for now. Being asked, whenever you edit a reminder, does it resend all the other following reminders as well? So if you edit a reminder, it will, any reminders that haven't already been sent will be sort of resaved with the new settings, and those will go out in the future, according to your schedule, of course. All right. With the booking form, would the customer requesting the appointment be able to see the names of any other customers? No. With the booking form, they will only see their own customer info when they enter it and the available dates and times on your calendar. Next question is, how do I add more than one client to receive the reminder? We don't currently support group appointments right now, but it is something that has been requested, so we may be implementing a solution for it. But right now, an appointment can only be set up for one phone number / one person, and each person can include one phone number and/or one email address. Next question. Can more than 1 or 2 people actively use the same account at the same time? Yes, multiple staff members can absolutely be logged into GoReminders at the same time and can be using it together. Just have to be careful not to book the same appointment at the same time, or else it'll show as a duplicate and they may get duplicate reminders and things like that. Next question actually seems like the same. Yes, your DCs, they can log in with the main account and get access. Staff members, if you set up staff members, you can invite them to view only their own appointments on their calendar, like Google Calendar or Microsoft Calendar. So if you just want them to see the appointments on their calendars, you can do it like that. Or there's a main calendar sync option, which allows anyone to view all of your GoReminders appointments, whatever accounts you sync that to. And you can find that in settings and then calendar. You can authorize Google Calendar, Microsoft Calendar, or any other calendar system. And in staff, if you edit a staff member, if I have an email for this, GoReminders.com, and I save that, and then open it back up. Then this send invite to calendar button is here. You can click this and it will send the staff member a link where they can set up the calendar sync only for their own appointments. Next question is it possible to view 2 staff members on one day, side-by-side view? 2 staff members on one? No, you could open up 2 windows and put them side by side and do it that way. But in one window, you can only filter for a single staff member or view all appointments. The email that goes out does not have our logo on it, David. Getting a question about pricing, so I will just throw up the pricing page here. So if you sign up yearly, you save 20%. We have multiple levels. The bronze plan has a very basic limited feature set. Then the silver, gold, and enterprise plans have all the features. And other than that, the differences are the number of appointments that you have access to per month. So bronze is 20 appointments per month, silver is up to 300, gold is up to 600, and the enterprise plans start at $72 and 900 appointments per month and go up in blocks of 300 appointments. And if you're outside the US, you may be seeing slightly different pricing, but it's it's the same feature sets and same number of appointments per month. All right, reading the next question. Once you create an appointment for a customer, does it keep a record of the first appointment? Yes, so anytime you schedule an appointment, yes, Jessica, anytime you schedule an appointment in GoReminders, as long as you don't delete it, it will stay in GoReminders and you can always reference it later. David is asking about using an account to contact numbers in 3 states. It sounds like that is totally fine. You can use one account for that. You don't have to have separate accounts unless you want a different account for each person, which some of our users do that, but it is not necessary, only if that fits your workflow. If you go over, or you can't actually go over the set number of appointments for each plan, if you start reaching that limit, you'll receive a notification and you can either upgrade to the next level of the plan if you need more appointments, or you can reach up to us if you have any questions about that. George is asking, he wants to use the calendar on multiple devices and use. Yes, yes, George, you can absolutely use the calendar and GoReminders website or app on multiple devices, as many as you need. There's no limit. And David is asking if one account can support 20 or more users and how you set that up. As I indicated a little bit before, you can have as many people as you need log into your GoReminders account. There aren't individual users, but if you need all of your users to have their own GoReminders account, that's an option. But if you need to have 20 people log into the same account, you can, and they will all use the same login information. That covers all of the questions that I've received so far. If there are any others, feel free to send them in now. We'll just give it all a couple more minutes. If you don't have any more questions, you can feel free to go. You don't have to stick around to receive. Oh, David is telling me to wait. Seems like there's some more questions coming in. Angie is asking if you can use both desktop and laptop. Yes, you can use as many devices as you can, your desktop, your laptop, and we also have Android and iPhone mobile apps that you can use. David is asking me to elaborate a little bit on the enterprise option. No problem, David. So the enterprise option starts at $72 per month if you pay yearly, or $90 per month if you just want to go month to month. And you get all of the amazing GoReminders features, and you get up to 900 appointments per month. If you need more than 900 appointments, then you can add additional blocks of 300 appointments for $24 per month. And that's if you pay yearly. If you pay monthly, then the additional blocks of 300 appointments per month are $30 per month. George is asking about how our phone numbers work. So we can set up your GoReminders account to use a local phone number in an area code that is relevant to you. The reminders will always be sent from a number from our system, though. They can't be sent from one of your phone numbers. And when they reply, you can get notifications via email or text message. So you can get that notification on your phone or your computer via email if you want, whatever works best for you. David is asking a very good question. If they need to reach out to support, how does that work? It is super simple. When you're logged in or logged out of GoReminders, we have this chat button down here. And if you just send us any of your questions or concerns there, then we'll reply as quickly as possible. I'm one of the people that helps out with that. And on the bottom of our site, you'll also find our phone number in case you're having any urgent issues. Angie's asking, they have 3 locations, and okay, Angie, seems like you're asking about the phone numbers that the reminders are sent from. You can't use your own number. The reminders are sent from numbers generated in our system. If you sign up for our silver, gold, or enterprise plans, though, then you can request a local phone number that will be used for your reminders so that they will seem like they're coming from your area or your customer's area. David, there are no setup fees. It is only what you see here. It's just monthly or yearly charges based on how you subscribe. All right, just going to give it another minute or two in case anyone has any questions, and then we'll wrap it all up. Great, David. Glad that I answered all your questions. All right. Oh, David might have another question. David, excellent question. If you have to sign up today, what do you do? Super simple. GoReminders.com, sign up. Right there on the top right. And oh, I'm already signed up, so it just logged me in, but it'll just bring you to a very simple sign up form. You put in your name, your company name, your email address, and what password you want, and that's it. You've signed up for our free 2-week trial, no credit card needed, and so you won't get charged at the end of the trial unless you explicitly select a plan and enter your credit card information. Let me know if there's any other info that you need about signing up. I can actually, here's that sign up form. So 4 simple fields, agree to the terms, and that's it. You're on your way. Angie, sounds like you might need a pretty large enterprise account that you might want separated into multiple accounts. I'm not understanding exactly what you mean, but if you chat to us on the website with that question, then we can certainly figure out exactly what you need and how to get that account set up for you. Jessica is asking about printing a report of all your clients and their appointments. I'm going to log back in here. Oops. So if you go to the appointments page here, then you can, let's see here, if I go to upcoming, let's see here. Looks like this may be set up as a trial account. So it looks like I'm missing, let me see here. Yes, sorry. So you go into settings and go to, just give me 1 second to find it. Here it is. Enable list exporting under schedule preferences and hit save. And then if I go to the appointments page, then you'll see these little download icons here. So you can download a spreadsheet of any day's appointments. And if you want to look at your customers, you can go to click this 3 dots button and then manage customers. Then you can search by a customer name, or you can simply view a list or export them if you need to just get a printout of all of your customer information. And yes, as Jonathan just put into the chat a minute ago, if you have any other questions after the webinar, doesn't have to end here. You can simply chat to us via the website on the bottom right corner down here, and we will answer any questions that you have and help you out. Yes, David, we will definitely send everyone who signed up the recording. All right, great. Doesn't seem like there are any more questions, so I'm just going to wrap it up here. Thank you all very, very much for attending. It was great to have you. I hope I was able to answer some of your questions. And once again, feel free to reach out to us and look out for an email later today or tomorrow with a link to this recording so you can review it. And hopefully that will help you as well. I'm going to go ahead and end this call now. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.